Greetings fam! Today we're taking a deep dive into a big screen workhorse that's been making the rounds online. The HP 17.3-inch FHD Business and Student Laptop, bundled with 64GB of RAM, a massive 2.5TB of total storage, Windows 11 Pro, and even a pair of PLUSERA earphones thrown in. If you want to check it out while we break this down, hit that link in bio. I spent a lot of time researching this machine across multiple tech forums, user reviews, and long-term feedback posts so you can get the most honest, real-world breakdown possible. Let's start with the part everyone notices first, 64GB of RAM. This is way more memory than what most student or business laptops ever include. For perspective, the average laptop for school or office workloads comes with 8 to 16GB. Even high-end machines often tap out at 32GB. So 64GB is serious power. This level of RAM makes a massive difference for people who multitask hard. Think dozens of Chrome tabs, spreadsheets, Zoom calls, design tools, PDF editors, and maybe even a virtual machine or two running in the background. If your workflow gets heavy or includes business software that eats RAM, this laptop is a smooth operator. Then there's the storage, 2TB of internal SSD plus 512GB from the docking station. That's a total of 2.5TB, which is more space than most desktops come with. The 2TB internal SSD is the real workhorse here, super fast, great for apps and everyday use. The extra 512GB attached to the docking station is perfect for archiving, client files, or side projects. The coolest thing is that you don't need to juggle external drives or cloud services as much. Everything you need lives in one ecosystem, already ready to go. Now let's talk performance. The HP is powered by a 6-core AMD Ryzen 5 processor, which is a mid-range chip that strikes a nice balance between speed and efficiency. For students, remote workers, data entry folks, freelancers, and anyone handling normal to moderately heavy workloads, this CPU performs very reliably. It's not meant for AAA gaming or high-end 4K video editing, but for business applications, multitasking, coding, spreadsheets, research, emails, and general productivity, it's perfectly solid. It also runs cooler and more efficiently than comparable Intel chips in this price range, which many users mention as a real-world advantage. The 17.3-inch FHD display is easily one of my favorite parts. There's something about working on a bigger screen that just makes everything more comfortable, especially for long hours of typing, researching, or watching lectures. If you're someone who's tired of tiny 13-inch laptops, this HP is going to feel refreshing. It's bright enough for indoor work, colors look clean, and the size makes multitasking feel more natural. Of course, big display means big body, so this laptop is more like a desktop replacement than an everyday backpack-friendly machine. Now, let's get honest about the limitations. The biggest thing to understand is that while the RAM and storage are huge selling points, the processor is still mid-range. If you're expecting workstation-level performance just because you see 64GB, that's not how the system is designed. Pairing this much RAM with a mid-range CPU is great for multitaskers, but not ideal for users who need professional GPU power. It also has integrated graphics, so this isn't a gaming machine aside from light titles or older games. The size also means portability takes a hit. This is a leave on the desk machine more than a carry everywhere laptop. And while the docking station storage is convenient, it won't match the high-speed internal SSD performance. So, is it worth buying? If you're a student, remote worker, business user, researcher, writer, content consumer, multitasker, or someone who thrives on having a huge display and tons of storage, this laptop delivers serious value. It's ideal for productivity, education, office use, spreadsheets, streaming, and multitasking-heavy workflows. If you want portability or gaming performance, look elsewhere. But if you want a reliable, roomy, powerful everyday machine that feels built for workload comfort, this HP is definitely worth considering. Click the link below for the best price.